Welcome to another Banter Blitz, chess 24. Okay, it's let's just have a look at the discount code, 15% off with voucher code Kingscrusher, so you can get to challenge the likes of Magnus Carlsen, other grandmasters. So very exciting there, 15% off. Okay, let's get into the challenges today. Okay. A very strong plan to start off with. Area 51. Let's mute over there. Alright, and this is a 5-minute game. Okay, I'll kick off with knight c3. I'll play knight takes here. And we've transposed into that variation of the Caracal, which is very interesting. Classic variation of the Caracal. Is audio and visual okay? Actually, here I think knight e5 is actually dangerous. I think I remember this. There's this line here. Audio visual, okay. I think there's a dangerous idea here for queen f3, queen b3. I think potentially, or h5 first and then queen f3. Let's see, h5, queen f3. Okay, not really sure actually. Okay, maybe h5. If he offers bishop f5, then maybe I could take on f5, yeah, with the knight. No, this isn't quite what I was thinking of. This doesn't look like a major problem for black. Maybe a bit awkward for the development of pieces. That's about it at the moment. And so c3 and or knight takes f5 here. Maybe knight takes here, and then just coming back. I do want that light square bishop, but that seems a little bit overextended. I want to create weaknesses for that knight like f4. It'd be too much weaknesses. Okay. So I think c3, bishop d3, or g4, bishop d3. This looks like a sensible idea. c3, and then maybe g4 is possible on castling g4 and g5. That doesn't look entirely without merit. It's a quick attack. More than one perhaps usually gets against the Caracal. Okay, so knight takes is dangerous. Okay, so bishop d3 looks like fun to be had. It stops e5 anyway. The knight's supported at the moment. On g5. d5 is possible. There's knight e5. h6. h6 is interesting. h7 looks interesting. Or queen g4. Bishop takes f5, queen f3. Okay, bishop, okay. Intriguing. Bishop takes f5, bishop e3, maybe. That's too active for black. D takes, is that out of the question? Maybe D takes here. I'll try D takes. And try and maybe control e5 for a moment. Bishop f4, there's e5. Bishop d2 for castling queenside. Let's think about this. It seems sometimes h7 might be dangerous with the king on a dark square, but my king's in the centre at the moment, so something like bishop f4 and castling queenside. Okay, the knight's been hit. If I go here for a moment, or anything better, rook g1 maybe rook g1, that looks dangerous for knight e6 sometimes. I think, yeah, I like that, rook g1. Bishop, okay, my thing's been attacked here. Bishop c2, can I get away with bishop c2? I just want to play bishop d2 to shield and then castle. If he had a light square bishop, this would be dangerous on this diagonal. Alright, it's going to stop me castling. Of course, b4 for bishop d3, is this too weakening? Bishop b3, then possibly, what about bishop c2, in fact? Bishop b2 here also looks super dangerous for h7, in fact. There is bishop g5. I could play h7 first for bishop b2, just to put the king on a dark square, because I'll be threatening c4. Any tricks with this g5? Well, there's knight d4 though. Okay, let's do that for a moment. A bit of a liability, that knight in some lines. But bishop b2 and okay, bishop b2 or c4. Bishop b2 looks maybe. Someone will play bishop b2. My centre seems under great pressure. On the other hand, this diagonal, I think it's good that his king's on a dark square here. So c4 looks like a clear and imminent danger coming up. Maybe not here, knight e4, c4, or is it? Bishop b4, king f1. It still seems interesting. Queen f5. Alright, bishop b3 here. Nope. Knight e4, c4. a3. Let's just stabilize b4 here so I can get to play c4 without bishop b4 check, just in case that's a major problem. Okay, I can get to play c4, I would hope. Let's play it here. Better late than never, maybe. Okay, I can take this. That looks good position. Bishop e5 coming up. Bishop f6, that looks very nice indeed. Rook d7. Okay. Pick off over here, or not. Oh, I just blundered a thing there. hasn't got much time though. I think that's the problem. Okay, yeah, a bit dramatic. I think I cracked up there a bit. Oh dear, I cracked up a bit. I was looking at bishop b4s, king f1s. I thought a3 was needed. I really wanted to play c4 earlier. Yeah, a very tough challenger there. A 3-minute game now against Spectra. Whew. I've had a very super busy last 14 days. If you're wondering where I've been trying to move stuff to the cloud. Yeah, I have some servers trying to move them to the cloud last 14 days. And yeah, it seemed to be okay. So I haven't had much time for doing anything recently. I haven't done many videos or anything apart from this. So yesterday I was getting up at 5, and actually it's kind of my fault partly that this show's late today. I wasn't on the ball today, so it's kind of later than scheduled. Yeah. Okay, so bishop g4 going to h5, and bishop g6 coming up. Okay, so we have knight e5 potentially. It's a 3-minute game. There's time to be maybe less, not time. It could be less perfectionism sometimes, but it looks as though yeah, this is dangerous. Bishop f8, so that gives me queen b6 potentially. I think, or here queen b6, and I don't want my pawns doubled particularly. What is going on here? Maybe is d5 useful? I'm going to a pin. There's bishop d6 here, so I would say that bishop g3, bishop d6. It looks possible at the moment. Bishop d6, and then maybe double rooks behind the e5 knight. So rook e7, rook a e8, or yes, maybe it looks good to sort of counter in the center in general. Okay. C5, there's knight b5. Maybe I want a6 and c5 here to try and get on this diagonal with queen c6 coming up, or knight c4. Maybe queen c6 for d4, or knight c4 for knight e3. That looks more tempting to play knight c4 coming up for knight e3. In fact, I'll go for this. So that weakens on the dark squares. So there's rook e2 for queen h2 coming up. Okay, so rook e2 here, or b6, stabilize c5. There is g5, but maybe knight h5. Am I getting torn to shreds on this h file? Interesting. It's possible. That's not nice. Okay. There's g6 coming up as well. Whoa. I'm hoping that my opponent is slightly weak here as well on dark squares. In fact, there's knight g3 check for a start. If I want to pick up rook, well, I don't want a major attack. Bishop h2 gives queen g3. Maybe that's good to start off with here. Queen g3 being threatened. As f4, there's rook e2, if rook f2, king f2, queen f4. So I think f4, okay, there's queen g3 here. Did you miss that? So rook, okay. Queen h3 looks logical here. So I'm hitting that rook, threatening bishop g3. If g takes, maybe king h8, it looks safe enough, king h8. So bishop g3 for queen h2 here. So bishop g3 looks dangerous. That looks decisive here for Queen H2. Alright, thanks for the game, A Spectra. Okay, Olaf. Let's see, knight c6 I think worked okay. Last time against that, was I imagining that? Knight f6. Okay, can we try this kind of Benoni attack style? Or Banker Gambit, or maybe not. I think I'll just do this for a moment and maybe prepare b5. So a6 and b5, or e5. I think he'd win a pawn with d takes and then taking on d6. However, I think the classic knight e8, knight d7 maybe. Okay, so I'm not really doing much at the moment. Okay. Right, there's a problem with b6, a5. So this d6 is a big problem. Maybe I can take for rook b2 right now, though. I would like to lock down with a5 to create stability, otherwise a5 is undermining c5. He's going in straight off the bat. That's unfortunate for me. Okay, straight off the bat. Yes, that's going to be nasty. I can't do anything there. That's nasty, nasty, nasty. b5, b takes. Alright, I'll just dissolve it and try and just take b2 as mentioned. Yeah, my structure's been messed up. I've got a bit of piece activity, but my structure's messed up. Maybe on rook a5 there's knight d5, is there? Hitting the rook. Possibly. Knight takes, queen takes, knight e7 check. Okay, rook b3, rook b8, maybe rook b8. Maybe it's not entirely bad. Knight e8 to d6. And there's c5, there's knight b5 there. Alright, knight like this to d6. If c5, knight b5, oh, he's got enough pressure on. What about bishop d7 for knight d6? Oh, there's c6. Oh, I'm getting squished. Oh, this could be horrible. Okay, so knight d6. Oh, this is looking bad. There's a tempo. Okay. Queen h4 is possible. Now, he's giving me a bit of an active queen. I don't know if I can get some counter-attack here with maybe f5. Can I get any counter-attack to try? So queen h5, if takes is hitting my queen now, there is f4 any better? Say for f4 instead. Or queen g5 on c7, queen g5. Well, that gives me e4. That's interesting. Maybe I could have considered. Oh no, I don't know. Bet e4 immediately there. So that looks like. Initially, it looks reasonable to do this for e4 being threatened. So there's queen f6. If I want to keep my opponent on his toes, or something else, f4, or queen g5 maybe for e3, and queen g5 for e3, or maybe bishop e5 for queen f4. That's g3. Okay. Okay, I'm not entirely sure then. Queen d2 for e3 or e3. Maybe queen d2 first. It's like I'm looking at that rook as well. Is e3 any good coming up? Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe bishop e5 is important on this diagonal coming up. Okay, so bishop e5. And the idea, queen g3 or queen f2. This knight's going to discover an attack. Knight e2, queen f2. Or queen e1. Queen e1. Queen e1. Okay, my queen could be evicted with rook e3. No, rook e3, rook, queen takes a5. Rook e5 is, I was looking at this d6, but actually I've got queen a5 here. So rook e3, queen takes a5. Okay, I can maybe bounce back over here for a moment. So f4 coming in for f3. F4. F4 looks tempting. Or have I just messed up there? I keep some. This blockade. All right, hang on. This knight. There's a few things going on. There's a check here, for example. Right, if I take there first, then the check without bishop f1. But there is queen g3 if needed here. But okay, queen g3. Yes, queen g3. And bishop d4 is looking dangerous. Bishop d4 looks like a killer for rook f1. Oh, here rook takes. Yes, I think something's gone tactically wrong there. Yeah, okay, thanks. I got a bit lucky there. Chess Cadet, a 3-minute game. Okay, Chess Cadet. It did seem very logical, the structural attack. I have lost that position quite a lot of times with this a5. I think usually it's super dangerous. I think I was happy with e takes for getting my queen a bit active in that game. But otherwise, structurally, yeah, a5 is great strategically. Pawn structure is disintegrating. Okay, is Chess Cadet around? One cadets, 2 cadets, 3 cadets, 4 cadets, 5 cadets, 6 cadets, 7 cadets, 8 cadets, 9 cadets, 10 cadets. Okay, I think I'm gonna. Oh, I'm gonna abort here. Keep the challenges going, otherwise this could be a short, pretty short show today. So all challenges welcome. Talk Medita. Okay, so this is another 3-minute game. They seem to be getting a bit more popular 3-minute games at the moment. So can I take Queen a4 and I can go back? Might be an advantage to take there on that occasion. And take it here. And castling an F5 looks nice for a moment. Okay, that looks nice for knight d4 coming up. Okay, knight takes or bishop takes. Knight takes looks fairly good. Okay. So queen g6 looks good. Hitting d3 and bishop takes h3 is also on the cards here. So queen takes d3 or bishop takes h3. Which one? This one? Maybe. If g3, there's queen takes g3 here. Okay, queen takes g3. Looks like a knockout blow. Okay, yeah, please keep those challenges going. It was there was also some schedule thing mixed up, so we're gonna have any rematches welcome as well today. Rematches welcome. Okay, okay, so let's have Spectra again. So let's see. This time, a 3-minute game. And let's see. One Spectra, two Spectra. Ah, okay. And okay, that's King's Engine this. I think c5 here has always been interesting. Aha. Okay. I'll protect the pawn. h4, h3 coming up, or b5. I think this is some counterplay here with queen b6. It's some sort of pressure situation. Some sort of Banco Gambit strategy going on, I think. I hope. Banco Gambit with extra weaknesses on the dark squares. h4 could be a target, I hope. If I drop back for a moment. Try and target h4 here. That looks like the awkward pawn. Okay, he's going to reinforce over there. Knight h7. Okay, c4 looks plausible here for whatever it does. Although it's kind of committing to damaging my structure. I'm not sure actually now. e6. Knight f8, bit of manoeuvring. Waiting. Let's see, is b4 going to happen? Again, I'm not sure what to do right now. Yes, I'm a bit stuck. I think I need some more pawn moves from him. Okay, I'm a bit planless here. E6 though, yeah, would be for queen h4. Just then. Maybe knight f6 with the idea of knight g4 sometimes. Okay, something's happening. Knight g4 is a tactical idea sometimes. Queen b6 again here. No, this is a bit planless, but I don't really know. I don't know what to do. Rook g8 and g5 later. Going back. Alright, stuff is happening. Maybe, okay, f5 is a plan. I think I'm going to play for f5. Although it weakens me a bit. Knight g4 after f4. Okay. Oh, that knight's hanging. Weakness in the last move. Yes, that helps my cause somewhat. I can probably go for the pawn. And d5 is also there. I'm taking rook d2 for queen e2. Block this diagonal. Oh, there's rook a5 as well. Oh, I can exchange off. Yeah, I didn't really have, I didn't know what to do there. I thought it was a bit of counterplay to start off with. Okay, Friedel. Let's play knight f3. Hi there, Friedel. Okay, Friedel. So a King's Indian attack style. E6. Okay, this looks interesting. Can I get to play? I don't know about e5 there. Now it's sort of becoming increasingly. I'm tempted now. I'm tempted now for a4 and knight c4. a4 and knight c4. So bishop f4, h4 for knight g5. Okay, hold that. I want to be able to take towards the center. Does it matter about the structure there? Maybe it does. Knight g5 for knight e4. H6, knight f3, that pawn. Although I could dissolve that pawn, actually. And then still have knight g5 to e4. Although there's knight d5 to c3 coming up, I guess. Or knight f4, hang on. Knight f4. Yeah, that was silly. Oh, that was in for a penny. Give up another pawn. Knight takes h5. Okay, he's not taking that other pawn. Bishop b7, f3. Maybe that diagonal's not entirely terrible. Okay, hg here would be the place for undermining at least e6. So f3 here. So e6 is, well, I'm threatening the queen now, but e6 is going to maybe a target soon. Queen takes. There's rook takes. Okay. Okay, rook f1. Well, hang on, there's knight d6. That's the sort of thing I wanted. Or maybe a5, try and activate this rook on the 7th, a5. This rook's not doing anything. So AB and rook a7 would be interesting. Okay, activate this rook. There's knight f7 for knight h6, potentially. That would be useful. I think I'm hitting the bishop as well. Bishop g7, if bishop g7 happens. Okay, there's rook h1 here anyway. So maybe knight takes h6 is dangerous. Take with this one. So knight takes h6 just in time to protect g6. Okay, knight g4. Get both rooks on the 7th with rook h7. I think maybe unpinning is useful here as well, though. Okay, rook. Okay, I don't know which one. I mean, is there rook takes for knight f6? Is that working? King g8, rook takes, knight f6. Actually, rook takes. Okay, he's got mobile pawns, which are really kind of annoying. Does my king want to do anything here? Go up to h5 maybe. Okay, I'll go with the king to h5. Oh, these pawns are so dangerous. Yeah, do I get a chance with king h5? Rook takes for knight f6. Rook takes, knight f6 is nifty. King f7. Okay, maybe not. The other way. I don't think it's doing anything. Hold on. It's king f7. There's always king f7. Okay, can't do that. This d3 looks scary. Yeah, my piece is all pretty awkward. Maybe rook h1, because the other one's not going to help because of bishop a1. Rook h1. Okay. Yeah. Okay, can my king help? Not there, there's bishop d4. King f1 to e2 though. e5 for knight f6. Trying to arrange some sort of counter-attack. Or rook d2. Knight f6. Or rook d2. In this position, what about rook b7 for rook a1 as a counter-attack? Or rook d7, get behind this pawn. Yes, get behind this pawn. So rook a1 for rook a8. Counter-attack. Rook's nicely controlling some escape squares here. I just need to kill a check once that happens. Okay, knight takes is possible there. Yeah, I think I was fortunate there to get some sort of counter-attack, otherwise it was getting really dangerous. Okay, chess cadet. Okay, I'll take... I think queen f3 coming up. We're taking here queen f3. Bishop b3 and castling queenside, or here. Bishop b3 coming up. King b1 and g5. C4 for c5. Okay, knight g5 here looks dangerous for e6. That looks like a pretty weakening move, actually. It's a bit very committal, these pawn moves, I think, like that. It looks very dangerous. Mind you, with that, it doesn't seem that bad. Doesn't seem that bad. There is a check, though. Hang on. If the king moves here, there's knight e6. Okay, knight e6 here doesn't probably do too much. Okay, maybe here. Okay, queen c4, trying to go into e6 or f7, or c4 first here to stop knight d5. Okay, c5 gives queen d5 potentially. There's always knight d5 though. I have got the option of, okay, I just kick this queen out. Knight f7 to e5 after, or knight f7 to e5 immediately. In fact, oh, okay, g5 or knight e5. I'm losing a lot of pawns. G takes maybe. Knight e5. It's not. Yes, is my king in the wrong place? Okay, queen c4 finally without knight d5. Getting in the way, so queen e6, queen f7 looks dangerous. Followed by d5 would activate the rook. on the D file. So queen e6, queen f7, and then d5. Okay, queen e6 looks like mating after here for queen f7. Oh yeah, I got a bit fortunate there. Okay, yeah. Okay, so with white this time, c4. Yeah, rematch is welcome here. There's a bit of a schedule mismatch, so rematch is welcome, challenge is welcome. Get the challenges in. Botvinnik system. If I castle and then f4, f5. Here, so f5 coming up, or e takes, and it looks a little bit vulnerable actually, potentially, this position. I wonder if knight e4 is worth. I don't really want to play that. Maybe rook b1 here. No, actually, it looks vulnerable. I don't like the idea of allowing knight e3 either. It looks a bit scary. Can I go back to e3 to challenge this knight? So knight e3 coming up. c6, knight e3. I'm trying to think. This is too weakening. I think the best piece to challenge is that. One of the better pieces to challenge is that knight. Okay, get some stability on the dark squares here. Queen d2. Maybe d4 later. So d4 coming up here. Maybe rook a e1. Or f takes and then d5. That looks tempting, leaving an isolated pawn. Okay, knight takes looks okay for rook a1. Doesn't look too scary. Although I don't like bishop f5 coming up. Nevertheless, okay. Yeah, there's bishop f5 coming up potentially. That was an intriguing queen retreat. I control e4 now. I think that's doing me a favour. Potentially there's... Yeah, queen d3 is always bishop f5. Knight e6. I don't think g4 is... he's going to sack. Knight e6 is looking okay. So f6 is dropping here. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm wondering. Okay, Friedel, hi there again. Okay, let's try and mix things up with b3. I haven't played for a while. So it's a 3-minute game. More chance for experimentation, I think. If you check Magnus Carlsen's Bullet, he plays all sorts of weird stuff on Bullet as an extreme example. I didn't know about d4 just then. I don't know. d4 looks a bit suspect, perhaps on the light squares. Maybe knight e5 here is plausible, although there's knight c5. There is knight c5. It's putting my pieces back in the box on knight c5, isn't he? We could do that. Right. Yes, my pieces seem to be all in the wrong place. Okay, so queen h5, knight f6, queen h4, maybe. Knight going to f6, queen h4 might make some sense. Knight c3 and drop things. Bishop takes here. Bishop e2 might be sensible, just to kick this knight away. I can kick this knight away, d3, and get back to normality somehow. Queen h4. This, yes, d3 and knight d2. Try and get some normal things going, like development, piece development, for example. Okay, so rook f3 looks dangerous for rook g3. If I double here, rook g3 coming up. Okay, take here, there's knight g6. Don't want that, do I? Probably not. So I'm blocking in my own bishop, that's unfortunate. Okay, queen h3. Rook af1, g4. Maybe. Is g4 any good? He's going to play d4. Maybe there's e4 there, if needed. Okay, I can take here, try and open up some attack lines. d4 here supports the pawn, closes in the bishop. Seems logical enough. c4 looks like something. Oh, here avoiding knight g5 for a moment. Maybe queen g2. Actually, rook f5 is interesting. Rook f5. And then maybe. Okay, what's happening here after bishop d3 is bishop d3. That protects c2. Oh, rook h5 threatens rook g6 for rook h8 check. That looks dangerous. So yeah, rook h5 or rook g6 here looks dangerous. Very. If rook g8, all my pieces loose. Maybe rook f2, rook g6, bishop g6, rook g8, rook g2. Yeah, I've got some loose piece liabilities. So I'm wondering if rook f2 would be a way of unpinning with rook g2 coming up. It also protects the knight as well. So only queen g5, rook g2. So I'm going into a self-pin. Okay, queen h5 here looks plausible. Okay. That is the way of playing it, but there's rook f7 tactically, isn't there? So knight takes, queen takes. Yes, he's been trying to get a nasty pin against me. He takes, there's queen e1. I think rook takes simply. Again, I'll be renewing rook f7. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Let me win. Okay. Let's see. take. Let's check. Going back here. Yeah. Or is that too passive? Is d6 too passive, I wonder? I think it's okay. I just thought maybe it's okay. Knight f6 and castle. And okay, maybe that pawn he could take and then queen a4. It's good to castle. I want to put some pressure on that pawn. G6 and bishop G7. Okay, interesting. Maybe d5, but bishop g5 could be possible and good. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is he actually waiting for d5 there? Was he waiting for d5, bishop g5? If I play a5, I'm giving up b5 as well. Knight h5 maybe. Just try and play on the dark squares. With knight e5. Yeah, I think maybe this makes sense. Knight e5. Okay, these coming off, I don't really want them to come off. Maybe f6. Or do I? Okay, I think maybe bishop f6. He's got certain dark square weaknesses. There's no immediate knight d5 here. Knight f4 might be interesting as well. Okay, oh, there's this coming up. Okay. This pawn, maybe rook ad8, bishop moves, knight f4, g3. I'm creating some weaknesses, but I don't know if... Okay, maybe it's worth it. Rook ad8, bishop c8 coming up. Is he going to kick? Is he kicking these knights now? Bishop c8 for d5. Okay, that's annoying. Gonna have queen pops out. I drop the knight. Oh, that's annoying. Getting into a horrible pin here. Queen g5. Maybe queen g5 is possible. g3 knight h3. It's not what I had in mind. Oh, hang on, there's rook e4. Hang on. Rook e4 here. Bishop d3. I'm going to end up losing an exchange. Rook d4. And g5. Or something like that. Yes. This pin is causing some pain. How much material loss are we talking about here? Okay, it's only a 3-minute game though. Let's just give up the exchange there. There is G3. This is going to be a lot more material loss. C5 for bishop C6 at some point. Yeah, maybe C5 for bishop C6. Okay, CD. At least I would have bishop C6 potentially. If that does anything. Does it not do anything? I don't know. Is the exchange down? Maybe D3 for D5. There's a pawn which is interesting. D5 for queen B6 at some point. Or queen H4. Queen H4 maybe. A bit of play with queen H4 on queen A7 say. Okay, close this up. Was that needed? Couldn't I have done G takes there? Okay, maybe G takes was better. Maybe that was silly. Okay. Yeah. Keeping an eye on dark squares. Okay, F6. Bring the king up. Alright, I think this might be interesting. The king's in a good place. Am I going to get mated, self-mated at this rate? Okay, maybe not entirely clever. I thought he would go for the more critical F6 pawn. I have to go back because there was rook G6. So I mean, it's cracked up on time pressure. Yeah, I no, yeah, that self pin was awful. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that was busted for me completely. But anyway, I don't like going into those pins. He forced me onto the pins. Okay. So G6, bishop G7. Okay, let's go with this E4 and knight E4. Would give us sort of maybe nice attack prospect, or am I dreaming that? What about rook C8 is structurally better. Knight takes D4, threatened. I thought knight takes was threatened. And there's knight E2 for knight takes F4 if he's not careful. Okay, so knight E4 or knight H5 here. That looks interesting. To take on F4, to take on E5. Aha. Well, the knight's kind of trapped there fundamentally. Well, knight takes knight e2, knight f4, I'm thinking. There's knight b7, there's rook b8, there's rook b2. The knight's not trapped, but get a bit of piece play here. If I get to weaken c3, that looks interesting, to weaken c3. Okay, do I take on c3 here? There's knight a4. There's rook c2. Okay, go back somewhere. Here. Knight a4, rook c2, I'd hope is possible. Hitting the knight. Okay. This file. Knight e5 to c4 would give me like rook b2, knight e3 potentially. Let's not lose the rook. Right, so knight coming to, oh, okay. Do I double? I'll take that. Oh, hang on, there's a mate here. This king looks a bit scared, unsafe. e5 mate threatened. Okay, rook f3 mating threatened. Or rook b4 looks like mating anyway. I'm covering escape squares there with rook d3 as well. So rook f3 threat. If f3, yeah, it's rook b4. e5, yeah, that king got a bit unsafe there. Thanks to the game. Okay, talk Medita. Let's try English opening here. Okay, knight g5. If I take and then cd. So there's knight d5. Maybe d4 and e4 coming up. So e4 or maybe e3 is better. Okay, or d3, maybe d3 is less committal. Then e4. Okay, I'll try and clamp this down. I think I need some stability for the knight. e4, okay. It's going a bit wild, this game. Bishop f4 gives bishop g3 though. Right now. If I want a bit of extra defense. Bishop g3 coming up. Kick this knight. Before it does any damage. Okay, so bishop f4 here. There's queen h5 potentially. Queen g6. There's almost knight e7. Maybe e4 for knight e7. Yeah, I think this looks good now. Queen f3 here. Trying to arrange some defense. Okay, so bishop g3. And blunt this knight. I don't want e4, knight d4 particularly. Bishop e5 coming up. Okay, looks like it's king's weak here. Yes, I'll just scoop this up. There's knight f6 and queen h4. I think that's king's a bit weak there. Okay. Yeah, I think this is over. Okay, thanks for the game. That was a brave piece sack. Brave. Okay. Right. We had some weird Dutch defense stuff last time. Yeah, let's repeat the weird Dutch defense stuff. Is this going to be a London system 5-minute game? Otherwise, so I'd rather have this position. Okay, at the moment, for some reason. So I'm thinking of Simon Williams' Dutch defense, classical ideas of e5, knight c6, e5, or knight e4 here. There's knight e5 actually on the cards. d5 takes knight e5. Is that really okay? Let's get the king a bit maybe away from this diagonal. Alright, knight e4 roundabout here might actually be interesting for bishop f6 later, and d5 is possible. That bishop is this bishop is protecting c7. Okay, so d5 looks possible. Tactically, that knight's loose to bishop c7 at the moment. So I blunt that bishop on g2. Right, so now maybe knight c6 actually, or c6, knight c6. So this looks like a nice position. Queen h5 looks very dangerous. That knight looks precarious. e3, there's bishop g4 and then bishop h3. This knight looks rather precarious in this position. I've got that blasting f-file. So e3, bishop g4. And then bishop h3 hopefully after. Okay, bishop f3 coming up. Actually, it looks as though g5 is also dangerous. Okay, c7 is still pretty solid. g5 is possible here. Maybe knight takes and then c6. So bishop e5, knight takes and then c6. I need b5 after that. Okay. Okay, knight f5 and bishop f6 looks to be good for hitting d4. Yeah, I think something went wrong there. Chaska again, yeah, all challenges welcome. Keep the challenges going. Okay. Okay, so we're going up to, I think, 10 to 2 by my reckoning. So 1 or 2 more challenges possible. Welcome. Okay. Knight d7, h6, f5. a6, f5. f5. Just f5. Okay, so there's some sort of ready-made attack over here. Knight f6, bishop d7, a6. I think might be useful. Then go on the attack, I think. Can I close up? Well, I've got the opportunity. I thought a5, b6 just then. So structurally, I want to block up the position here and build up on the h file. So king f7, and then build up on the h file. Can I do that? Yes, it looks very tempting to do this. h4, hg for g3 coming up. So hg. Okay, that looks good for the h3 target. Well, there's just rook h3 here. Hold on. And then g4. Any queen takes knight g4 check. But there's also rook, maybe just rook g3 for g4. Okay, I can take and g3 check. Looks like a nice solid pawn. Okay, so queen coming in. I just blocked any nice attack I might have had. If I get the queens off, what would be the prospects after that? Would there be any? It doesn't immediately look, because it's kind of blocked. I might need to keep the queens on and do something else. I'm not entirely sure. So having a look at this position, what I'm doing to open things up. I can arrange bishop h3 in the ending. Yes. Alright, try and avoid losing the queen. And put my king in play for bishop h3 in the ending. Okay. So king h4 for bishop h3. Just seen that idea. So it's intensely blocked up, but I think there exists a danger here. This one. Okay. So if I take, or g2, g2 any good? Okay, I don't want to lose on time either. Bishop h2. Yeah, I think bishop h2 is dangerous. g1. Queen e2. Yeah, I thought there might be something there. It was bordering on a fortress. Otherwise, yeah, I was just wondering about that queen exchange. Yeah, that was interesting. Okay, so try this Dutch defense. Get some Dutch defense practice or French defense here with knight c6. French defense with knight c6. Knight c6 French. I had a book by Watson on this. It's quite fascinating. Weapons in the French. Dangerous weapons in the French. Okay, it looks as though I'm being kicked around here at the moment. Oh, there's knight g4 here. There's knight g4. If knight moves, knight e5, queen takes g5. Is this some sort of gambit? So knight f6. If bishop takes, there's queen takes d5 after. Okay, that's dangerous. I do want to connect my rooks ASAP. Okay, so knight e4 here looks dangerous for that knight. This looks tactically dangerous. That pin, kind of pin, the pressure on f3. So I can take this guy. Okay, yes, it looks as though I'm going to double and play. Okay. G6 for E5 or E5 gives me ED. Bishop E6. And this. Rook F6 coming up. And can I put a knight into D3. Try and keep my pawns. So King H7 and okay, keep that rook there. Okay, what am I doing now? Intriguing. This H5 might be vulnerable. Okay, I'll target H5, I think. That's a pawn. Okay, I'll take that pawn there. And knight F4 now. Okay. Rearrange things. G6, maybe G6. Or just, what's wrong with knight takes F4 anyway? Rook F2, there's knight E6. G5 looks, if bishop G5, rook G8. Yeah. Alright, knight f3 coming up. H4, rook g3. H2 for rook g1. Yeah, thanks for finding. I appreciate the games, especially because of the schedule change. It's okay. Coming up to 10-2 right now. This might be the last game against the very dangerous as well, Olaf. I'll try Dutch defense maybe again in this 3-minute game. So this classical approach, I've been wondering about it actually recently, this dark square campaign as well, bishop d8, e5 stuff. Okay, knight e4 here. As soon as rook e1's played, I think knight e4 is more lucrative. So we have a similar, okay, some f-file activity, a blunted bishop. And maybe, okay, c6 doesn't look entirely terrible as an idea. Although, yes, there is potential pin pawn. Bishop f6. Right, if I took here and knight d7. So king h8 and e5. The underlying dark square strategy is interesting. Okay, so queen f7 for a moment. Now my d5 does seem very vulnerable. Maybe knight b6 is needed pretty soon. I'll just run into losing a piece. Oops. Huh. Okay, he had a piece there for the taking. I guess it's more blunders on the 3-minute, but I think e6 was pretty convincing. Rook f3 for bishop g5. Looks as though it's 2 pieces for rook. Without too much hassle. The f8's covered by the knight. Oh, f7's not covered though. That's a good point. Yes, I think that's a nice point it made. So queen takes queen f7 for queen f8 mating. Very nice point. Can I get with knight b6? Or am I getting stuffed? Or knight f8? Hang on, knight f8. There's no bishop e6 or anything, is there? Just yet? I would like to set up a blockade, ideally, with knight e6. And that's not happening. Okay, bishop f6. h6 for knight h7. Okay. I can feel pressure here. Knight g5 for knight e4 as he tries to arrange bishop d3 perhaps. I've got an answer. Well, that would have been dangerous. Actually, what's wrong with bishop d4 at some point? Okay, so knight e4, I guess there's an exchange sack. While I can still take that pawn, perhaps I should take it and then knight e4. Or do I need to play knight e4 anyway? If he does that exchange sack, I don't know how dangerous that is. c6 might be crumbling. I think I'd rather not allow it. Queen f7 takes check. Okay, okay. I think I have to allow it. The exchange sack, because I can see that queen f7 could be dangerous with these rooks doubled. Okay, so bishop e6 here. Trying to play for rook f8. Oh, there's knight f6 now. Against queen a7, that is dangerous. Okay, queen e8. Get the queens off. Rook e8. Oh. Let's check, thankfully. King d2. Alright. Exciting. Okay, I think I better stop there. Yeah, thanks. Okay, thanks everyone. Yeah, very exciting session, and see you at the usual time next week. There's some mix-ups today, sorry about that. And yeah, have a good rest of the Sunday, and I'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Cheers then.